All right. So everybody can hear me, I hope.
Yes. You can start when you want.
Okay, great. Well, thanks a lot, Alfredo. I'm sorry I couldn't be there in Madrid. I'm stuck in the Austrian Alps skiing with the family, so sorry. But I still want to take some time to do this reverse pitch. So my name is Marc Leduc. I'm part of the venture capital team at BASF. And before we jump into the venture capital activities at BASF, I just want to give you a very short overview of who is BASF and what we do. So we'll go to slide number 2. And this slide has all the standard numbers that you expect from a corporate. I just wanted to highlight 2 things. One of them is BASF is a chemical company, and we are one of the larger chemical companies in the world. We operate in I don't know how many countries, but almost all of them. We had sales last year of about 60 billion, and we had about 120,000 employees working for us worldwide. So we have lots of research and development globally and so forth. And one number that I also wanted to highlight is our customer base. We have about 90,000 customers, and we serve various sectors. So that can be interesting in the next slide or 2. So let's go to slide number 3. On this slide, I don't want to go through the details, but I just wanted to show you the breadth of BASF, so where we operate. So these are all our segments. Each of these segments has sales of a few billion euros per year. And so it starts with the chemicals, so those are really basic chemicals, so petrochemicals and intermediates. And then we go through the materials, which are plastics and monomers. Industrial solutions are more chemicals like dispersions for paints and glues, and performance chemicals are, well, as the name says, chemicals that have a certain performance, for example, in mining or stuff like that. And then we go to surface technologies, which are the catalysts for automotive, for example, or chemical processes, coatings. We coat most of the cars for Mercedes, for example. And we have construction chemicals, which has a little star. That's because we're divesting it. Then we have nutrition and care, which is vitamins and everything that has to do with nutrition in human and animal. And care chemicals is cosmetics and detergents and cleaners and a few other things. And at the end we have agricultural solutions, which is a big thing that combines herbicides, pesticides, seeds, which we just acquired from Bayer, and agricultural IT solutions and that kind of stuff. So the breadth in which BASF operates is also the breadth in which BASF Venture Capital operates. So we'll just go to our mission statement on page 4. And so we're a corporate venture capitalist. So we invest in startups, in young companies that have disruptive technologies or business models. And the way we do the reason we do it is we want to support the businesses and the growth strategy of the BASF group. So we are a strategic investor. So we want to bring something into BASF, but we also want to offer something to the startups. So it's not just a one-way thing, it's a two-way thing. So if we go to page 5 now, this is an overview of who we are. So we were founded, the Venture Capital Group was founded in 2001. So we're one of the older venture capital groups, corporate venture capital groups in the chemical industry. And for us to survive that long, we need the support of the board. So we report directly to the board of directors of the BASF Group. Currently we're about 17 people working in venture capital. We have an evergreen fund of $250 million US. So it's a fund, but it's evergreen. So it's not really a fund like all the other venture capital people would define a fund. People always ask, in which stage do we invest? Well, we normally invest in startups who are in Series A or B. We've done a few seed investments in the past, and we still do, but that's the exception, I would say. We always co-invest with other venture capitalists, and we always take a minority share. And finally, the ticket sizes for the first investments are relatively modest, between 1 and 5 million euros. And the map you see in the background is where we are located. We are headquartered in Germany. So we have 7 people working in Germany. We have 3 in the US, in San Francisco and Boston, so in Silicon Valley and more the biotech part on the East Coast. We have 1 person in Brazil, 3 in Shanghai and China, and we have a representative in Israel, and we have a new colleague since last week in Mumbai in India. So we're relatively global, and we also invest globally. This means the people in the US invest in the US, people in Germany invest in Europe, and so forth. So maybe we can go to the investment scope on page 6 now. I've already showed you our segments. So these are the BASF segments. So the first area where we invest are in chemistry and processes and materials. So that's the traditional area where we invested in the past. So I don't need to go through this, but it's basically chemicals. What we've looked at more recently are digitalization topics, Industry 4.0, and new business models. So one example would be maybe a platform in, let's say, the Alibaba of chemicals that might disrupt the way we operate as a chemical company. So we would look at these things. We've also written 3D printing and digitalization in Industry 4.0. You can argue that's chemistry or digitalization or Industry 4.0, but that's something we're very active at the moment. And the game changers at the bottom are stuff like quantum computing. So these are the things that BASF doesn't have on its radar. So we have a scouting function as well. We look at all the startups in the world and we see new things, and we bring them into the BASF group and ask them, well, isn't this something that would be interesting for you? So this is the scope of what we invest in. I think I'm going to skip this slide. I think I'm running out of time. But basically, we have both strengths. Startups have strengths, BASF has strengths, and basically what we offer to the startups are either access to markets, licensing, technology, especially in scale up and that kind of stuff. And if we go to the last page, which is page 8, this is our portfolio, and you can see that it's split up arbitrarily in advanced materials, sustainability, digitalization, and biotech. And we have little stars. You can read quite a few things out of this. In the past, we were in the US mostly active, and now we're expanding. So we did our first investment in France last year, and we're expanding into China, and we're also looking at Spain now. So we've never invested in Spain, and we're quite convinced that there are a lot of opportunities in Spain as well. So that's why I'm pitching today, and that's why I'm interested in hearing from startups in all these broad sectors that are active in Spain. And that brings me to the end of my pitch.
Okay, thank you very much, Marc.
Thank you.
Now we have a few minutes for questions for the audience. If there is any questions, or there are any questions.
Claro, no está definida en cualquiera de las 5 áreas. Para que se extraña también.
I have a question. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Joaquin Chacon. I am working in the energy storage field, battery field, really. I know about your I would say partnership with SAF for developing lithium-ion batteries. And my question is very simple. Are you open to analyze other technologies different than lithium-ion today?
No, that's a good question. I keep getting that question. I keep asking my colleagues in the catalyst division. The impression I get, I mean, there's one on our portfolio. There's one battery, and that's a stationary battery. And that's ESS on the top in the sustainability bit. Besides, I've had example of, for example, sodium-ion batteries and all that kind of stuff. And basically, BASF has two things. It has cathodes and it has electrolytes. And the trend that I see within BASF at the moment is that they're interested in lithium-ion only, and they're interested in solid state batteries. And I've seen many other things, but I always get the same comments from within BASF, and therefore I normally don't take a serious look at other technologies at the moment. Not that it means that they're not good or they're not relevant, but I don't get very positive feedback from the BASF group at the moment on other technologies.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Walter Becker from the Chamber of Commerce. I suppose the other pitches will be very precise on their challenge which they want to present to Spanish startups. Is there any of the range of portfolio of possible interest in advanced material sustainability, digitalization, biotechnology, which you would like to define as your core interest or whatever? Is there any more specific challenge which would you like to specify, or you would just leave it in this general view, say, well, all these things are, anybody who can have a special solution in these things is invited to present this thing. Thank you.
Yes, I understand. I mean, I was thinking about this and I was discussing with colleagues, and you saw the breadth of our company, and that's the problem I have. When each time people ask me, "What's your focus?" I don't have a focus. I listen to just about everything. Internally, of course, we have focuses. Each one of us takes care of one division within the company, but externally we look at everything, and you can see our portfolio is going all over the place. Yeah, biotech, sustainability. We look at, for example, recycling of plastics. Digitalization is a big focus at the moment. So if I was forced to give you a focus, I would say sustainability in any which way, form you might define it, and digitalization. Advanced materials we always screen, but if I were to give a focus, I would say digitalization, maybe new business models for the chemical industry, and anything that has to do with sustainability. But that's, yeah, it's still broad. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Marc, thank you very much for your time and your pitch.
Okay.
We keep in contact.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Have a nice event.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.